Z. Run, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon, run, Dragon, come get me.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
Well, I suppose it was inevitable. There would come a time on this show where we talk about anime or Japanese animation.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't really inevitable at all. I just felt like talking about Dragon Ball.
For those of you not familiar, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are cartoon series adapted from Japanese comic books, and they follow the adventures of Goku, an alien who came to Earth as a baby and was raised human. He's the strongest guy in the world and spends his time eating, raising a family, and saving the world. And other planets. And galaxies.
Up, my eyes are up here, pedantic fanboys, not in the comment section.
I know he's called Son Goku, and at times his son and Vegeta have been stronger than him. This is just a very brief Cliff Notes version. Anyway,
the question is, would Dragon Ball work with G.I. Joe?
If we start with the toys, I can say yes, absolutely. There have been hundreds of toy lines for this series, some of which were in scale with G.I. Joe. I do have to say that the aesthetics of the DBZ toys are a bit different from G.I. Joe figures, so that may be a bit off-putting.
But overall, I'd say...
Oh, look at the hair, oh my god. Some things really shouldn't be brought into the three-dimensional plane, should they? Okay, I take it back. There are some issues with these toys integrating into the G.I. Joe line. Most of them hair-related.
But what about the fictional universes? Well, I have to admit there's one or two tiny problems there.
This is Fujita. This is Fujita blowing up a planet with one energy beam. And he's only like the 6th most powerful character. This is Nappa. He's one of the least powerful fighters. This is Nappa taking on an entire military by himself. You can see the problems here. The difference in power levels between the Dragon Ball characters and G.I. Joe is just too great. The average Joes or Cobras are like the buzzing of flies to them. By the way, this is also why if I ever cover other superheroes on this show, like Iron Man or Superman, it's gonna be just individuals, not the entire Marvel or DC universe at once. Since they both have such insanely powerful beings in them, any discussion would be moot.
Another thing that I'd say is less than compatible are the cutesy human-like animals.
Yeah, in the Dragon Ball universe, there are animals that behave like humans, or humans that look like animals. I have no idea why. I mean, I don't think it's ever explained in the shows. It could have been the result of a wish, I suppose. Oh yeah, the cartoons got their name because there are Dragon Balls in it, and if you collect them all, a dragon grants you a wish.
Look, the shows were weird, okay?
So, in conclusion, really powerful beings, cutesy animal man hybrids, yeah, I don't see these two franchises cross over. As far as the toys go, you can have Goku punch Cobra Commander in the sun if you really want. The toys work, as long as you can get over the difference in aesthetics. And the hair. Especially the hair. As a fun bit of trivia, there is actually a bit of a connection between G.I. Joe and Dragon Ball Z. Toei Animation worked on both the Dragon Ball Z episodes and the G.I. Joe cartoon series. For that, they were subcontracted by Sunbow. Finally, I urge you all to check out Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4-Star. It's a great spoof of the Dragon Ball series, and I've used some of their footage in this review.
Well, that was short and sweet. So short, in fact, that I think I'll throw in a little bonus content.
Would Gundam Wing work with G.I. Joe? Why yes, no problem. Just look at these toys. They're very nicely detailed and are the perfect size to interact with G.I. Joe figures.
What? I've just been informed that these are actually supposed to be giant robots. So, no, it doesn't really work with G.I. Joe.
To be honest, I don't think most anime would really gel with G.I. Joe, since a lot of them are set in a post-apocalyptic world and or have giant robots in them. There may be some exceptions, but I'll leave those for another day.
See you next time, everybody! And hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing?
Cha-la, hey, cha-la.